Hello and welcome to MTB Cooking video podcast on YouTube. Today we show you how to cook a delicious potato soup, and we'll serve it up with some crispy chorizo that we've toasted in the oven, and it's all going to be delicious. First of all, we will grab a knob of butter and we'll let it melt in the pan. After that, we add in our onions that we've just chopped kind of roughly. And the idea here is that we want the onions to really go nice and brown. We really want to brown them off and extract a lot of sweetness from them that they'll add to the soup. We also add in some roughly chopped garlic. We just let this simmer in the saucepan for around 5 to 10 minutes. Afterwards, we can add in some chunks of potato. These are just regular potatoes that we've chopped up. And actually, again, you don't have to let them be chopped too finely because we are going to blend it all later on, so there's no need to make too much of an effort. We just let the potatoes simmer away a little bit with the onions, just to let them sort of start to heat up. And then, because of course we need to cook the potatoes that are raw right now, we add in some stock. We use vegetable stock. And of course we just need enough to also cover the potatoes so that they can really boil. And here we add in a splash of apple cider vinegar, which is going to give a nice and round and a little bit of a sour taste. It's very, very good and very, very important to add. We also add in some dried thyme, which goes incredibly well with potatoes. Thyme and potato is an amazing combo, so that's very cool for this soup. As you can see, it starts to boil. It's very important that the soup boils because that'll of course make the potatoes cook. And we can let it cook for 30 minutes or so. That is our goal. And in the meantime, we've taken some slices of chorizo, which is this spicy Spanish sausage. We put them on a baking sheet and then we let them go into the oven for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven temperature, just to let them go slightly crispy. We are going to use them as topping for our soup later on. Here we take a hand mixer, blender kind of thing that you can actually put directly into your saucepan. Really cool, and that way you don't have to throw your soup over into a mixing bowl or a blender, and you really risk getting burnt by that. So this is a really good technique. You just plop your blender into the saucepan and then you can blend it all in directly in the saucepan. And of course we want the soup to be completely homogeneous with no big lumps or anything. After that is done, we can actually season up our soup with salt and with pepper. Of course, we're going to taste it during the seasoning, because of course we want it to be completely perfect. Not too much salt and pepper, and of course not too little either. So we let this go into the soup. We let it boil a little bit longer in order for these tastes to all combine. And of course a little bit of sugar, because you want to balance out those tastes. You want something sweet to just sort of take the taste to another level. Right here we have a couple of slices of warm baguette that we're going to add just a little bit of butter to, in order to have a nice crunchy buttery accompaniment to our soup. So we serve it up in a nice plate. We add a couple of slices of this toasted crispy chorizo ham on top, or chorizo sausage, and of course on the side we will before adding the bread, we just sprinkle on a bit of dried thyme, and then we serve up with our baguette with butter on top. It is really, 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 really stylish as dish, I think. Very winterly, perfect for this season where you just want something warm and comforting. And that is exactly the idea with MTB Cooking on YouTube. It is providing you with comforting recipes that you can serve up for your friends and family. And you know, it doesn't always have to be so complicated or anything. A nice potato soup like this one is actually sufficient. That was a hell of a meal. Bon appétit! Thank you so much for watching our videos. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next movie.